West Coast. I had to give him a fault. I had to give that. We did a double reverse right now. You know what I'm saying? I hit him with the what's up with you guys. They all. Oh, now we like, yeah, I'm saying I had to hit him with the pump fake real quick. But yo, what's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast, and we are live in the building, man. We have the three amigos of cowboy content here, and we are missing what is it, Don Cheeto? I forget his name, the fourth amigo that nobody talk about, and that is Henny DeMo. But don't trip, because if you are watching right now, you should be watching. I don't know if he got his page linked on here, but if he didn't, it's all good. We still got 3 pages on here, so salute to everybody that's live, man. We got your boy West Coast Cowboy on here. You got your boy The Big Time Show on here, and then you got your guy Landlord from Alabama. What's up with you fellas? What's up with you fellas? What is up?
What's happening?
Hey, we here again, man. We just here. What's up? We ready to rock, man. It's another day. It's another great day. It's time. Hey, let the star so shine. Let's go to work.
Facts. And hey, man, I need somebody out there who makes cowboy microphones or cowboy microphone covers or something, because I'm just looking at here and I see this big old name. I don't even know what this company is, but they getting a lot of free publicity. So matter of fact, if you make stickers, if you're a sticker guy, if you make stickers, can you make me a cool little West Coast logo sticker and I can stick it right here? And then can you make Landlord a cool little sticker so he can stick it right there on his microphone? And then while you at it, can you make the Big Time Show a little sticker right there so he can put it on his microphone? Because I'm just saying, man, if we gonna have these microphones showing, we might as well have, our logo and our stuff. I mean, that's all I'm saying. It makes sense. And I'm gonna give you a shout out every time I see that sticker. So if you make stickers or know how to make sticker, I need a sticker.
I like that.
I already had that in motion, but that's it gotta be, because that's free promo right here.
Yeah, man.
If there's any other companies that might want to pay for that little slot right there,
you feel me?
Make sure you contact us.
I'm just saying, this company right here is the official microphone of West Coast Cowboy and the whole Content Nation without even paying for it. That's all I'm saying.
They need to pay you. They need to pay you.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm in the same thing with it. It is right there.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Mine is a sure mic too, but it ain't showing it as big. Mine up here.
But yeah, so I mean, they making a ton of money right now. And I'm not hating on them. All I'm saying is, can I get they're not gonna put no West Coast Cowboy on their microphone without. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't
gonna put no Landlord on theirs or no West Coast on theirs. We got a problem with that.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But yo, man, you guys already know when we get up in here, man, the first thing you guys got to do is you must hit that share button. So I need everybody right now, no matter where you are. If you're watching on Facebook, I got West Coast Cowboy Live on here. I got the Big Time Show live on here. I got Landlord Alabama Live Facebook on here. If you're on Facebook right now, I need you guys to share aggressively in every chat group, all them raunchy chat groups you in that you ain't supposed to be in on Facebook, them Dak suck groups, the Zeke not gonna do this group, the offensive line is not good group. I'm just saying, how we have so many hate groups full of Cowboy fans. It's crazy. The West Coast Cowboy don't know what he talking about group. I know it. I know you out there. You know what I'm saying? But hey, all I'm saying is this: share it, share the content, no matter where you are watching at. Share it right now. And if you're on YouTube, I need you to also, we got the Big Time Show YouTube on here. We got Landlord of Alabama's YouTube on here. We got West Coast Cowboy YouTube on here. So if you're sharing from the YouTube, we appreciate you. And then last but not least, actually, we got 2 more platforms, because we got Twitch. And we got Twitter for all my Twiggers. What's up with you, man? Yeah. What's up with you? Salute to everybody over there on Twitter, also known as the official X platform. And then also shout out to the 2 people that's gonna watch on Twitch at some point, man. You guys know you are the real MVPs. You feel me? You are the real MVPs. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
All right, so yo, let's go ahead and get this jing jumping and a bumping. Let's get this thing jumping and a bumping. The name of this show, and if you haven't already, share. Last thing I'm gonna say is hit those cash apps. I almost forgot about that. These green little things right here, that's just your simple way to direct support the content creator. Listen, we all know Facebook, YouTube, and these platforms, they be doing what they want with the money in. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to make sure it gets straight to the content creator, you want to put it right in the offering bucket. There it go, right there. You got West Coast Cowboy 1482. You got Landlord 723. And then you got the Big Time Show. You know what I'm saying? If you want to make sure those offering buckets are filled so that we can use that to put out more content. You feel me? More content.
That's right.
But yo, the name of this show, and the premise of this show is simply this: are the Dallas Cowboys putting a ton of faith in new guys? And that's between what we're doing on the offensive line, and that's also between what we're doing on the linebacker room. Now, you guys know as this conversation goes, we'll go wherever it takes us. But those are the two premises that we want to talk about right now to allow us to spark this conversation. But also, before we get there, I need y'all to really I'm talking to y'all in the comment box. I need y'all to get on your job. Come on now. I see 7 total shares right now. Y'all know we a total different beast when we got about 200-300 people up in here. So I need y'all to crank it up. It's the difference between playing in a high school stadium and playing down there at AT&T Stadium. You know what I'm saying? When you get them lights come on, man. The lights come on, man.
Yeah.
It's just something in you, man. It's just something in you. You know what I'm saying? Them lights come on, man. So, yo, we need to turn the lights on, get everybody up in here so they know that we are live. And, hey, let's get this thing popping, man. You guys already know what it is. Let's go.
Let's
But,
get
hey,
it.
the name of the show are the Dallas Cowboys putting too much trust and faith in new guys?
Well, I would start off and say, too much. That'll have to be yet to be seen. We got to see the results. You know what I'm saying? It's risky. I'll say that they being risky with the starting left tackle, of course, Tyler Guyton, and I believe he got a lot of potential, but it's still a risky move. Like, we can't shy away from that being risky. Like, if I told you any rookie was starting at left tackle at the most premier position it is on the offensive line, almost like that's risky business right there. But like I said, we can't interpret the risk until we know what happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? Last year, Ferguson was a risk for starting tight end, and it worked out well. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't know. We had high hopes for Ferg, but we didn't know Ferg as a number one tight end for sure. You know what I'm saying? We all had our doubts. Well, some people had their doubts, and some people was like, okay, I believe it. But that don't take away the fact that it was a risky move. Now, we got 2 risky moves with Tyler Guyton and Cooper Beebe. A lot of people feel good about Beebe being the center and being an upgrade over Tyler Biadasz, but at the same time, we know that Tyler Guyton won't be better than Tyron Smith day one. We know that. But we just hoping that he actually shows that he can hold his own and he can be at least a decent player at that position.
Let me go ahead and say it, landlord. We saying the same thing, but I'm one that I'm not gonna take the chance. BB, see, it's a little different with BB at center. The main thing that you got to worry about with him is gonna be making sure, since he's making the calls, people are gonna try to confuse him. He's a rookie. This is not Kansas State anymore. It's the NFL. So that part I'm just a little worried about. His physicality, I think he's gonna be awesome. Because he's a full blown man. When you start talking about Tyler Guyton, however, and when you look at this schedule just in the first 8 weeks, you can imagine what's getting ready to happen to Guyton. Cleveland, that's Myles Garrett. The Saints, I forgot the brother name, but we all know who he is. The one with the dreads that I forgot his name, but he's the ultimate pass rusher, been all pro for years.
Right.
Baltimore, another great pass rushing team. The Giants, Thibodeau. Then you got the Steelers. That's T.J. Watt. Then you got the Lions right out of that. That's Hutchinson. Then you got the 49ers after the bye week. That's Bosa or Chase Young. Let me tell you something, man. We ain't got time to be risking. Not with him. We got the ultimate pass rushers coming at him, and they're gonna line up against him. So
trial by fire.
Yeah. You coming with
that is somebody needs to make a meme on that. On
this is who he is. this is who the defensive coordinators are gonna put on Guyton. It's a mismatch. I mean, he's a rookie, and so I'm gonna take it just slightly different because the Cowboys, for some reason, they want to play hero ball sometime and want to leave some of our guys on the island when they getting their tail tore up. You see what I'm saying? And you can't afford this one because of who he's going against. So I'm gonna tie in the coaching staff, our coaching staff, to that. I mean, are you gonna put tight ends over there? I know you're gonna chip a little bit, but you're gonna have to because Myles Garrett done seen all pro left tackles before, and he destroys them. TJ Watt done seen all pros. They destroyed. I mean, he destroys them. Hutchinson, who was all pro last year, he destroys people. So when you put a rookie out there, these guys, man, they slobbing at the mouth. You see what I'm saying? They glad. So I'm with landlord, but I'm saying, look, I don't even want to find out how good he is. Go ahead and give him some help at the beginning. I don't even want to even risk this thing because he going against guys that can wreck a game for real. That's really all I got to say about that, man. I ain't worried about BB. I'm more worried about Guy.
Yeah.
This is my thing too. Like, imagine this, like a guy like BB might actually, with the news with Zach Martin, because add this to the flavor. Like, we're all expecting Zach Martin to play like Zach Martin, but Zach Martin's never been asked to play like Zach Martin in his final year. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, bruh, that last couple days of school, them last couple days before you you going on vacation, you be dragging your feet. You know what I'm saying? You be moving. I'm not saying you because these are obviously pros. So I'm not gonna say, I'm obviously gonna say that he got a little bit more than me, but I'm just saying I can only speak on how I am. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you got 1 foot in and 1 foot out, it's better to just I'm the type of person where I can't do anything wholeheartedly with 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I'm not built like that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not 100, look, I'm right hand to God. Jesus is my witness. Hey, shout out to these young men right here. Because listen to me, over the last couple days, weeks, I've been trying to get to the munyon. You know what I'm saying? This is the down season for West Coast. This is West Coast really got to be sweating with his brow. I'm over here getting my landlord on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm really, really jobbing it. And guess what? Because of that, shoot, it'll tweak her down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate these guys. That motivate me, keep me going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a necessity.
Because listen to me. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know what that'll have you? That'll have you seeing West Coast once a week on a live, and then 2 little videos.
Yeah. And then you can't get your all out in that type of way.
I'm a different content creator. Like, I'm not the same dude, bruh.
Yeah. But like you said, I don't know if Zach could be just like, you know what I'm saying, like that. I think what he's saying is he just see the end coming soon. You know what I'm saying? And he
I don't know how he's gonna respond.
Yeah, I think he's looking at it like I'm all in. I'm gonna be all in, but I just don't know how long I can, withstand this no more. Like, I don't know if I can do this another year. I don't know if I can do this another year. And then you gotta think about the player you're talking about. Zach Martin is a player that, he's obviously a perfectionist. He want to be great. He don't want to be good. It's almost like what made Travis Frederick retire. You know what I'm saying? Travis Frederick played good ball, but he didn't play Travis Frederick level. That's what made him be like, man, look, you know what? I just can't see myself not being great no more. So I must just go away. You know what I'm saying? And we looking like, Travis, you did fine. Like, relax. Like, we weren't looking at Travis like, oh my God, get him off the field. We weren't looking at Travis like that. We understood that his level of play went down a bit, but he still was a good player. But Travis like, nah, good ain't who I am. I represent greatness. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's what made him just go ahead and walk out, bow out gracefully. So I think it's one of those type situations. Like, Zach could be like, man, look, I'm going to be a damn good guard right now, but I ain't going to be able to be myself next year. So, like, I'm going to be able to give it my all right now, but I don't know about next year. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. He's pretty much just seeing the future coming.
Yeah,
and let me say that, when it comes to that, you know, it really could be simple as that the mind is still, you know, like he young, but he been playing ball a long time now. His
Yeah.
body may not be responding as quick. And what he used to do in the off season to start getting ready, it may now finally starting to hit him a little bit. And he knows, probably knows that, you know, the time is coming near. Zach been playing ball a long time, man. When you factor in Notre Dame and you factor in high school and, you know, all that, this man been playing ball a
High
long
level
time.
ball.
But
A
High
lot
yeah,
of
level
wear
ball.
and tear
High
on him.
level
yeah, the
ball.
wear and tear, you know, you know, Father Time is undefeated. This dude is, you know, he been playing and taking them hits and collisions all these years. You know, at some point, you know, the body just don't respond properly at the time. And it could be that. And he could be just like landlord said. He could just say it, you know, not that he's not all in this year. It's just that he knows that it's changes probably in his body as well. It's got to be. I mean, the man been playing ball for over 20 years. I mean, come on now. At a
It only
position
makes
where it's,
sense.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's why they say like it's a difference between highway miles and in the city miles. You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go.
He got in the city miles. That means
Yeah.
he
He
been
been
turning, he
grinding.
been going over potholes, you
Yeah,
know what
he
I'm saying?
grinding, man. He
Like
been grinding.
like that freeway is nowhere near as stressful on your vehicle, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
he been in the inner city. So hey,
yeah.
Zach got a lot of wear and tear on his body. He really wasn't that hurt in his career though, was he? He did a good
Not
job
really.
No.
staying
Man,
available though.
he didn't miss
Yeah.
a game until that I
But
know
then
the exact game he
2
missed.
years ago.
Yeah, he missed the game versus the was it the Colts?
Yeah.
Yep, and we lost 21-0.
See what people don't realize
Sorry,
is
I remember that guy. Sorry.
just because he didn't miss no time don't mean he wasn't injured or hurt. You
There
know
you
what I'm
go.
saying? That you know what kind of warriors these guys is. So
Yeah.
hey, that's even more of a testament to him. He was able to manage that pain threshold to be able to still perform.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
man, Zach has been a great player, man. It's gonna be sad to see him go. But at the same time, I feel like I'm in purgatory again because guess what? If Zach retire, you better believe the Cowboys gonna go O-line first round again. I'm gonna be mad, whining and crying, and once again, like they gonna go first round
But
guard next year, and I'm gonna be sick
I
to my
don't
stomach.
know about that one, landlord. I think they answered the bell
Oh,
in this
Tyler
year's draft with
talking about TJ
Cooper.
Bass or somebody,
No. I think that you remember BB played at guard at Kansas State.
but they
Now
gonna have
remember,
him at center though, right?
This
They
year,
already said he gonna be
this
but
center.
year,
remember they still
going-
got Brock Hoffman.
yeah,
They
this
love
year.
Hoffman now. They love Hoffman.
My
True.
thoughts on it is this: like, I think this year you're gonna listen to me. The Cowboys had like 15 different variations of a starting offensive line last year. We didn't have our actual starting offensive line until like week 14, right? The actual starting offensive line, like it was switching. Whether we had different guys here that are different things, right? So the Cowboys, I think, and you know what? To a degree, I think they've earned the right to kind of feel like this about the offensive line. I think they feel very confident in their abilities to either pick, as in draft pick, free agency, or coach up offensive linemen. And that's why you're allowing so much movement because truth be told, you don't want to move around your offensive line. Like you want five guys that can play as long together, even if they're not, even if you have a delta between how good certain guys are and certain guys, because we know they get judged off the whole unit. They don't actually get judged off of one individual. So typically in those types of world, a lot of change is not good. You know what I'm saying? Change is not good. This is not the Obama campaign. You know what I'm saying? This is not change is good. No, change on the offensive line is not good. We win, not overcome like that. No, we will not. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
the thing about our O line, like I told you, what's frustrating with me. We literally got like 14 O linemen on this team. So it's like after a while, man, you like, come on, bro. Like I'm an offensive player myself, bro. But I'm like, please give me some skilled people. Like we
Yeah.
got a lot of receivers too, though. But it's like I told y'all, if you go back and look at the way we draft, man, we do excellent on high picks. That's a difference. We do great on high picks, but it looks like if you're not picking nobody within the first 2 rounds, we be coming up short. Look like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at the wide receivers, and that's one of my arguments. I say, okay, we drafted great wide receivers in the first round. Name a receiver we done had in the second round. You know what I'm saying? We got lucky with Michael Gallup. He did great for a third round pick, but we don't even invest in the second round in wide receivers. Like we got CeeDee Lamb, we got Dez Bryant all in the first round. Other than that, it's either first or nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we should be having a second round receiver to, you know what I'm saying, in there somewhere. We got second round cornerbacks. We got second round defensive ends. We got second round. Like, all I'm saying is I don't trust the investment that they putting into it. And then when we got a collection now, like, now I ain't dedicated out of draft position, in my opinion. Because I looked at like Jalen Tolbert, I feel like he can elevate a wide receiver 3 in this league. He took some steps last year, but look at what I said. When you look at Jalen Tolbert draft, we waited to the very last wave of receivers to draft one. Like, if you go back and look at it, nobody behind Jalen Tolbert was anything to even bring up, like worth mentioning, other than Romeo Dobbs, and he came out of left field. Nobody thought he was coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody seen Romeo Dobbs coming at all. So that was something that, you know what I'm saying, that caught everybody by surprise. So that right there indicates to me that maybe we waited too long to draft a wide receiver. We did that with Simi Fehoko. Everybody thinking Simi is going to be good. All the GMs say, hey, that's a good pick. Simi did nothing for us. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're not really dedicating draft capital to some of these skill positions, but we up here got a whole conglomerate, a whole small army of offensive linemen. Like, I'm just getting sick of it, man. That's all I'm saying.
Hey man, you're a real professional blogger, man, because you was bitten out. Burp, 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 and you just powered right through it, man. I don't know if anybody else heard it, but your sound was
I didn't even know.
And I was like, and I was thinking in my head, like, just don't even now here I am acknowledging it. You know what I'm saying?
Because I ain't even know.
You know what I'm saying? Just keep talking. That's the, when you live, just keep talking. No matter what it is, they can hear your voice. Hey, you did that smooth. But yeah, man. Hey, the glitchy it kind of messed up for a little bit. It's good. Just means we have somebody having some weird weather somewhere. That's all that means. You know what I'm saying? But excellent points, man. And I'm gonna tell you like this. Like, I know this is we always want to look at everything in a 1 year sphere, even though people are getting multiple year contracts. You want to look at some of 1 year sphere. But looking at what you're doing this year, that means your offensive line is going to be changing next year too. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a lot of change on your offensive line next year as well. So, one thing I have seen about the Cowboys when it comes to offensive line is they love guys who have versatility. And I'm gonna tell you this right here: if you can't play two positions on the Cowboys offensive line, there's going to be a hard chance for you to make it, because they're almost everybody's doing it. Like, they're not limiting this to anybody. You have when BB got drafted, the first thing I said is that's Zach Martin's replacement. And you got to think like this: when they're not even saying is Zach Martin retiring. They're really saying, Zach Martin, we're not going to pay you again next year. And what I think the Cowboys want is Zach Martin to retire and not do what Tyron Smith did. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a different, the last thing you want is for us to say all this stuff about Zach Martin, he's going to be gone. Because, Zach Martin just said, hey, it's feeling that way. But it kind of feels like the Cowboys are pushing this, he's going to, just like when I saw the pictures of Leighton Vander Esch in his retirement party, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure the Cowboys for sure wanted him to retire, wanted to be president at that party to make sure he officially retired. You know what I'm saying? Because the Cowboys next year, if Zach Martin, because if they don't give him a contract, I'm going to be curious to see if Zach Martin be like, well, I'm going to play another year. It's because, and I'm going to tell you, the one thing I've learned about Dallas Cowboy offensive linemen is they get jobs everywhere else. Like, they get jobs. If being a starting offensive lineman for the Dallas Cowboys is almost like being a defensive player, a starter on Alabama. If you're a starter on Alabama's defense, someone's going to take a chance on you, bro. Exactly. Off the prestige of who they are, or Georgia. I'm going to throw Georgia out there too. If you want Alabama, Georgia defense, you are going to get action. Somebody's going to give you action. Someone's going to give you a chance. Just like if you're a running back from Memphis, somebody's going to give you action if you're a running back.
You got a good reputation.
You got a good reputation. And guess what? That also works in the obvious way, the backwards way too, because we've had a team littered with Boise State players. Now, I'm not going to hate on them, but I'm just saying, every team has their little nuance or ooh, here it comes. This is from the Lord. They have their little fishing pond. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their little private fishing pond where they like to go and catch they big old fish that they ain't gonna tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you this right here: the second round, that's not the Cowboys fishing. Their fish, they use the second round as their I'm going for a whale and I'm gonna try to catch him in a lake. Now we all know that you don't catch no whale in no lake. You catch a whale in where? The ocean. You know what I'm
They
saying?
need to find another pond then.
But
Hey,
Second round.
think about the chances they've taken in the second round.
makes no sense.
Everybody that they take in the second round is like a guy that's like Kelvin Joseph, man. Kelvin Joseph was looked at as one of the best such and suches in football, but he also got kicked out of LSU, bro.
He had a lot of potential.
Tyrann Mathieu didn't even get kicked out of He was selling weed up in there. He didn't even
You
get
want to
kicked
know?
out.
You want to know why we failed at the second round? I told you it all circled back to us being cheap. So instead of us picking a second round pick who probably deserved to be in the second round, we trying to fish for number one picks with disgruntled and you know what I'm saying, messed up backgrounds. Like, because we still trying to get another first round pick in the second. Like, you see what I'm saying? Instead of just saying, okay, we're gonna get a second round pick, we up here like, this guy is in the second round, but he really supposed to be in the first round. He got first round potential. So I'm gonna try to get.
Or they'll say he got a first round grade.
Yeah, they trying to finesse a first rounder in the second round. You see what I'm saying? And they going all out potential.
Your opinion. That's your opinion.
What you
mean? I know I'm saying when someone says that I have a grade on something, that's just putting a number. That's just putting a letter on your opinion.
For your board.
For your board.
Nealon looks like he is an actual second round pick this time. I give him that. It feel like they learned a lesson. It's no risk in Nealon. And then when I say Nealon, he's a floor player too, in my opinion. He got a good floor. Like he's not all potential. That's what we usually do. We usually go all potential in the second round. That's a problem. Like, one thing about potential, it sounds good. It's a good thought, but guess what? It's not tangible. I can't say that he's going to reach that potential. I can say he might. I can say I hope he can. I can see him doing it. But until you reach that potential really don't really mean much. You know what I'm saying?
And when it comes to Nealon, he doesn't have all the expectations like a Guyton got. You see what I'm saying? In other words, he got a chance to grow. He's not a starter. Everybody else that we done got, BB, Guyton, they automatic saying starters. When it comes to Nealon, nobody's putting that type of pressure on him. So the spotlight ain't on him like it is with everybody else, at least for the first two picks. I mean, excuse me, with BB and Guyton. So that's what I'm saying.
Let me just say this real quick, and you can go right back. You kind of just brought this thought up. Instead of doing all the potential in the second round, we did it in the first this year. That's all I wanted to say. Tyler Guyton is all potential. That's all he is. He's straight potential. He's a ceiling guy.
And since you said that goes back to what I was about to say. So what you say?
That's why a lot of people
said, and that's why Michael Parsons went like this.
Yeah.
He got drafted.
Yeah. So let me say this again. When you look at if everybody knows the schedule, and I hate to repeat myself, but let me tell you something. We're gonna find out real quick. You know, we really could find out in practice. Let that young kid go against D-Law and Michael Parsons in practice, and we'll get they'll baptize him real quick. You know what I'm saying? And we'll find out real good. But in those first 9 weeks, we will know what this dude really is starting off. And I feel like that this is where we talking about running the ball a lot and all that type of stuff. This is when you better do it, because you're gonna protect him with play calling. You're gonna have to really do that. You can't leave this kid on the island, man. These guys, you ain't got to try to say this the greatest rookie left tackle of all time. He gonna have to go through some growing pains, and you going against guys who are gang wreckers for real dog type guys, and you ain't got time to experiment. You gotta protect this guy. That's why I'm kind of I'm skeptical about McCarthy and what he's gonna have to do. He's gonna have to change up the
You,
game plan.
you
Start
definitely
weighing
gonna have
these
to
guys
help
out
him.
like they do Michael Parsons. They
Yeah.
run straight at him, and that's why I'm saying the running game gonna be, at least in these first few weeks, it's really gonna be crucial because you just can't let this dude go one on one with some of these guys, man. He gonna, I don't trust it.
At
You know what
least
I'm
run
saying?
And you know what
early.
that
At
means? You
least
know,
run early, because
can I
it
Yeah,
can
man.
build up his confidence. Like he's a big kid, man. He can maul some people. I
Yeah,
don't think that's gonna be no problem. Like he can maul some people. This dude's 6'7". He's an athletic freak. But we just don't think he's that smooth in his techniques. He need refinement. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna take reps and experience. So if it comes to it, a smart OC, which regardless of contrary to popular belief, a lot of people dogged my boy Mike McCarthy out last year, said his offense was prehistoric and was gonna be terrible. Then voila, you had one of the best offensive years you'd had.
yeah,
But a smart OC would do what? Help his
yeah,
young O line. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Don't sit up here and let your O line go toe to toe with these great pass rushers all day. You start off the game, everybody knows when you doing run blocking, you're the aggressor at that point. You know what I'm saying? That's when they can go crazy and go attack people. When
Yeah,
you in pass pro, as an O lineman, you defending yourself. You trying to protect
yeah,
yourself. You know what I'm saying? So let him be the aggressor coming out the gate, build his confidence up. Hey, I do belong in the NFL. I am pretty
mhm,
nice. Watch this.
mhm,
Boom, I just knocked out Miles Garrett. I just pushed him to the side. I
yeah,
ain't too scared of him. Now, boom, when Miles Garrett reversed that and come at him, he got a little more confidence. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because
And,
he just seen he was physically able to remove him on the run play. You know what I'm
and
saying?
let me throw this in, Wes, and I know you're coming, but this is why, I know they're limited in practice, but this is why he needs to get punished
oh my God.
in practice. You got Michael Parsons, you got Sam Williams, who's all fast. Then you got D Law, and let's throw in Nealon. He need to get baptized by fire
Facts.
the whole time during training camp. And if he can get past that, real pass rush. I know the whistle gonna blow, but Michael Parsons, go ahead and put that 4-3. Swing that around him. See if you can get his hands on him.
Man, I wouldn't
That
let
will get
nobody
him.
rush him but Michael Parsons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That will get him ready real quick. D-Law run through him. Just go straight into him so he can feel some strength.
Yeah.
Go at him like that. See, he got to get baptized in practice. We got what we need right there. You got to get ready for Garrett and T.J.
He ain't
Watt
gonna
and
see
Hutchinson.
nobody like Micah. So
Man,
Ain't
if
nobody
you
like
can
Mike.
hold
That's
your
what I'm
own
saying.
like against Micah, you doing good.
Yeah, that's
And
what
I
I'm
and I
saying. You got to
and
punish this kid now.
I trust McCarthy to do that, man. Like I know a lot of people got their feelings about McCarthy. I think McCarthy's smart enough to know, like, okay, I'm gonna have to see what I can gauge from him. How much help is he gonna need week one? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I'm gonna be able to find that out with these
quick.
one-on-ones against Michael Parsons, against a technician like D Law. Like,
Yeah,
don't get it twisted. D Law, he always won off of techniques. Like
yes, sir.
with him being older, I ain't even too concerned about that. Like
No.
D-Law still gonna be an effective pass rusher because
Yeah,
he's so skilled that you know what I'm saying, Mr. Euro step, all that stuff that D-Law do to get pressure on the quarterback, he
yeah,
still got that same bag. Like far as techniques, he probably got one of the deeper bags in football. And he ain't
yeah,
even gotta be an athlete. Like he still know how to, you know what I'm saying, just break you down with the hand placement and stuff like that. So
yeah.
listen, that you got the best of both worlds. I guarantee you, any DB, any defensive end you bring in front of this camera and ask him, is Tank Lawrence one of the better ones? They gonna let you know, like, yeah,
Mhm.
far as techniques, yeah, he like that. Then you ask him, you got a natural athletic freak on the other side, Michael Parsons. Come on, you got the best of both worlds. You got the freak and you got the technician. I send
Sam
both
is
of
a
them at
freak
him.
too. Sam
Sam
a
a
freak
freak
too.
too.
I'm
And
telling you, man.
I'm glad you brought up Sam because somebody asked about him with the second round theory that we just had. Sam was a risky dude. He had character concerns coming in, and he was an athletic freak. And he another thing that knocked him that made it a risk was we was finna use him in a whole nother way that he was being used at in Ole Miss. He was
Yeah.
in like a 3-man front. We was finna turn him into an edge rusher.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? So it was a few things that made that still a risky type pick. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Especially with the character concerns.
Yeah.
And I don't think that really manifested in the league. I think he been doing decently, especially after the accident and stuff. But I think Sam is got his act cleaned up now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
man. And hey, listen to me, man. I'm working on not interrupting people, but sometimes you just got to go with the Lord. And I knew I was supposed to interrupt you, Bishop, before you said it, because that was. Hey, listen, you said exactly what I was saying. So I'm not even going to repeat it, but I will add this to it. Will add this to it. Not only do they need to baptize him, but they got to coach him up, man. Like
Yeah.
because I mean, pure domination is cool, but I mean, you at some point I'm gonna need to see Micah Parsons off on the side and saying, "Hey, when you see a guy like a TJ or when you see a guy like this is what they're gonna hit you with.
There you go.
This, because this is the thing. We say that he's never seen a Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons will get you ready to beat Micah Parsons, but guess what? You're not gonna be playing Micah Parsons every night. You're gonna be playing Micah. These guys have their own nuances and their own things that that they have, like what I'm saying, that they have to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're gonna have to, you'll have the premise of it. I mean, at the end of the day, the only thing I think that Micah can really give him is that speed. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
speed of what it's gonna feel like, those guys coming off the edge.
That
And
first step.
that first step, and then
Yeah.
Demarcus Lawrence was really going to get him on the hand placement. And to be honest with you, a guy like Micah Parsons, he's following Demarcus Lawrence's lead when you see him doing stuff like boxing and stuff like that, because Demarcus Lawrence was doing wrestling and things like that a long time ago. Ray Lewis is the one who really started that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Wes, can I get it for 1 second?
Go ahead.
We got a whole lot of people in here watching the live, man, and the likes are down. So listen, I know this is a new
260
format.
people right now.
It's a
260.
new format we working on right now. So I know they kind of got it a little clunky right now. But if you hold down the screen, the like button will come up. Or if you want to do it another way, you got the 3 dots in the right hand corner up here. You hit that, hit the like button. So hey, we still need y'all help. Make sure you support the screen, the independent content creators, man. We definitely need your likes. We definitely need your shares and your support. Whatever you can do, we appreciate it.
Smash it too, y'all. You ain't gonna take it. If you just smash it like that, you can do about 25 likes in less than 4 seconds. Just smash it. Just smash it for us.
Facts.
Appreciate
We got 234 people out here. We trying to peak. We got 3 content creators on here. The goal is to have 300 live people on here. Let's see if we can. We got 75 Cowboy fans that's out there looking for our content. The only issue is they don't know where to turn. You know what I'm saying? They cruising down 35. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: when you in Dallas, your ass better have a Dallas GPS. Like, you need to flip it on the back and actually see, does it say made in Dallas County? If it doesn't say that, throw your GPS out the window, because it's not gonna work in Dallas. You guys are the GPS. How do you help find it? By sharing the content. And also, I'm gonna tell you this right here. Something that we never speak about too is there's no stealing content. What is stealing content? Stealing content means this: I don't give a damn where you're watching at. Yes, had better hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn. You listen to me. Whatever app work better on your phone, rock it. But your ass had better hit that subscribe button, because they all got a subscribe button at the bottom down there. So if you the one person that's watching on Twitch, hit that subscribe button on Twitch. Bro, we got 220 some people on the YouTubes. Hey, I need you guys to hit that subscribe button. And then also shout out to the people that are new, because we're getting a lot of brand new people that are coming in here and they're finding our content by way of our short content. We appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? This is unfiltered Dallas Cowboy content, bringing it straight to you. And if you want to support it, make sure you guys hit that share button. And then also, if you want to throw something in the pot to make sure the lights stay on, make sure you guys hit those cash apps that you see in lime green right there, man. Hey, real quick, I want to do a pivot real quick, because we've been on this offensive line, and I had some other guys that was on this on the picture of this on this I had another guy on there too that's also kind of in that same boat, man. And it's kind of like, the name of the show originally was going to be, do the Dallas Cowboys finally have love for the linebackers? Are we loving on linebackers? Because I saw this really dope picture, and I should have put it up in the show, but I was being lazy. Not lazy, I was being more complacent than lazy. But I didn't put it up, and but it was a picture of Eric Kendricks. It had my boy Demarion Overshawn, and it had my boy Damone Clark, and it just looks so like un-Dallas Cowboys to just see 3 real linebackers out there. Did it just put a smile on my face?
With
And I just
real linebacker size, Wes?
yeah, bro. Like, just seeing 3 linebackers there, it was just, it was just something, bro. It was just something, man. It was just an amazing feeling. So I just want to talk about it, man. Let's talk about because I'm gonna be honest with you, like the Dallas Cowboys really didn't. One of our biggest things that we couldn't do last year was run the ball. We couldn't run the ball effectively, and we made a lot of moves on the offensive line. Right, regardless if you agree with them or not, we did make a lot of moves on the offensive line. Now, if they work, Cowboys gonna be like, see, that's all that stuff we did to fix the run. Our other problem is we couldn't stop the run.
Yes.
Now, the year before, people are going to say we brought in Mozzie Smith. Now, I believe that Mozzie Smith will play better next year because I believe most defensive tackles play better next year, just like the boy in Philadelphia that everybody's talking about right now. He played better his second year. Now, my guy's in his second year. You also have Eric Kendricks coming in, free agent, real linebacker, middle linebacker. You have Demarion Overshawn coming in. Technically, rookie season. You got like a Zion Williams rookie season. Then you have Damone Clark, who I love as a cool guy. But Damian Wilson, if he's on this team, he will start over him at some point. Promise you.
Yikes.
And he should. He got a Super Bowl ring, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damian Wilson, Eric Kendricks, that's more experience than we've ever had at the linebacker position. And slide in an explosive guy like Overshawn. What are y'all thoughts on the linebacker room?
Did you not see when they dropped the bombshell that Overshawn said he's playing Will? So like the two linebackers said that's gonna be pretty much what they run a lot of the times, because more than likely, even though I know Zim like to run with the two linebackers in the A gap and all that type of stuff, but in this league, you're gonna have to match personnel, and most people running 11 personnel these days. So that's three wide receivers.
Three tight ends. I'm sorry. I mean, three wide receivers. I'm sorry.
That's three wide receivers. So are you gonna trust one of them linebackers to guard the slot receiver, or are you gonna bring in another DB? So that means, in my opinion, that almost means that Damone Clark got demoted, like right there. Boom. He you know what I'm saying? He got demoted low key. That's what it sounds like, because that means, and he was a starter last year, right? And DeMarvion just told you, hey, I'm playing Will. And then we already know Eric Kendricks know the defense like the back of his hand. He's playing middle. So where will Damone be? You know what I'm saying? Damone gonna be coming in rotational or something like that. And like I said, I don't see us playing three linebackers a whole lot. That'll be a base, but you can't do that when you're going up against 11 personnel, man. We're gonna get cooked. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Let me throw in one more name to the linebacker list as well, because it's already been put out that he's going to be everywhere, and that's Michael Parsons. So he just won't be lining up on the edge. There'll be some spots, depending on what Zim want to run, he'll be lining up as a linebacker. So let's just keep that in mind. This is the thing that I'm going to say.
Do you want to see Micah Parsons as a linebacker?
Say it again.
If you have the option between Micah Parsons dropping back and playing coverage or trying to redirect, or him pass rushing, what would you?
Oh man, I'm sending him in to raise havoc. Ain't no doubt about that.
And I'm gonna tell you this right now, man.
He's going to get somebody.
And can I say something? Can I throw a caveat out there? I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. We have already seen this defense play really good in a game where Micah Parsons played more linebacker than edge rusher.
Mm-hmm.
We won the game, and he was upset. Mm-hmm. Talking about free me or whatever the hell he was talking about.
Yeah. It's no question where his superpower is. With that,
no question on what he wants to do.
Yeah, and he knows that's where the money is too. And let's get that straight. He don't, trying to be the biggest, highest paid guy other than the quarterback. You don't get that by dropping back in coverage. You know about that. You gotta go get somebody, and that's what he does. That's his superpower. Of course, we want him to rush, but because Zim say he gonna line them up. That two guys over the center when they line up in the nickel, and sometimes they blitz and sometimes they don't. So he's gonna line up back there as well. But here's the thing that I want to say, and Landlord hit it perfectly. And I think Wes, you did it too. We gotta keep in mind that Overshawn really is about to be a rookie playing. All right. Damone Clark is only be his second year. I'm just saying they're young. And to me, y'all, other than defensive tackle position, this is where the weakness is, in my view, of the defense. Because you can take advantage of young people who you try to confuse their eyes. That's what I'm saying. When you got a rookie like Overshawn, if he's gonna get a lot of time, teams are not really gonna attack his they're gonna try to attack his over aggressiveness. You know what I'm saying? Counter plays, try to get him in coverage and all that type of stuff.
And
They're gonna
read
try to
option plays and stuff.
read option plays. He's a rookie. He'll be really just playing rookie. Be a rookie this year. He ain't played. He was hurt last year. Clark Clark did play, but it's his second year. So when it comes to Kendricks, we couldn't have found nobody probably, we can find maybe some better talent. But as far as being a stabilizer of the defense, that's what Kendrick brings. He knows the defense. He's an all-pro linebacker within his own right. Knows it. He's a dog. He can go hit you and knock your head off as well. And he's excellent in coverage. I think yesterday they said that he picked off Dak yesterday, dropping back in coverage in the cover two. They went crazy and all that, and then Dak came right back and threw another touchdown on them. Then the offense went crazy. So this guy's highly competitive. They doing it all, and that's the kind of guy we need if we're going to play very young linebackers, full of athleticism. Even the new kid that we got from Notre Dame, Morris,
Lua
yeah,
Fowl.
whatever. Yeah, his guy, that guy. So we got a bunch of dogs, but how much discipline do they have? We don't know that quite yet. We got to see that, because all offensive coordinators gonna try to do is confuse these young guys. You know it's coming.
Like you said, that's a good point. Like the one thing about Overshawn, like everybody's head over heels for Overshawn. And I am high on him, you know what I'm saying? But we just got to be careful what our expectations should be. This dude a rookie coming off a major injury, and we saying he going to the Pro Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he's gonna be sensational.
Yeah.
But like, to be honest, his instincts are impressive. Like I believe that was the first day I got to count. The first day I was out there, Overshawn pretty much took over the show. He got 2 interceptions. He had the crowd going. Like Overshawn was everything. Then he got hurt that day. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of stuff that you seen him doing. Like he got a natural nose for the football. He just was doing everything you had to do. Like, and that's what I know that it should translate to him when he finally gets some real reps. We seen him in preseason a little bit, but I just don't want people to be like, if Overshawn ain't a Pro Bowler, he was terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't fair to the kid coming off a major injury.
And before Wes go, let me throw this in real quick. Got to be fair, because the man coming off of ACL. We done seen the last couple of years, most guys ain't right when they come back that first year now. They get right a little bit later on. So we got to be fair to that. We punished Steele. Well, I didn't punish Steele. Y'all punished Steele, and y'all know he wasn't right. You know his knee wasn't right. We already saw Michael Gallup trying to come back too early. You know he wasn't right. You see what I'm saying? So we got
Trey and
I guess
him.
and we got to even throw that on Diggs as well.
Trey
we got to
and
be
him.
careful how we just saying Diggs gonna be back at all pro. I don't know. Can he cut on that knee like without it swelling up and all this type of stuff? We gotta be fair to these guys who done had ACL injuries. The past show it take more than 1 year to get yourself back. That's all I'm saying.
And it's going to take, and this is what you also got to understand too is, there is more projection on Overshawn than there is anything else, and it's a scary thing because Overshawn probably has now put him in a position where he's going to be one of those love-hate players, because we saw so much potential as a rookie in preseason, but at the same time, in being fair, you have to almost delete that out your brain, because he is not going, you don't know what you're going to be getting when he actually get on the field. So it's like, and the thing about it is, Dallas Cowboy Nation, we have more proof to show that we're not going to give him the faith nor the time to kind of get himself
Yeah.
to like, you know what I'm saying, to make those mistakes or even to have those moments. You know what I'm saying? Because we always shade other people for doing like, people, not saying shade, but if you say Deuce Vaughn did good in preseason, they be like, yeah, but he was running against such and such and such and such as well. Guess what? Same thing with Overshawn. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no starting off, too many Bull starting offenses out there, especially in preseason game number one. You know what I'm saying? So, that's something that we also got to understand too is Overshawn wasn't even really in pads for the Cowboys, in training camp. So we didn't even really get to see him versus our offensive line like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, I think it's crazy that the Dallas Cowboys as an organization will already be projecting him as a starter. That's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying?
Overshawn.
Yeah.
Overshawn, yes.
That's
That's
what I'm saying. That
that's
that
crazy
Yeah.
adds
to me.
on to it because, like, not only are they projecting him as a starter, but they also gave him somebody position. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
they
that's
set
crazy to me.
them on to the side. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't get it, but I do see, like, I can understand why they looking at it per se because they went into last season with hopes that he would be the starter. So I guess they saying, okay, we're gonna give you first dibs. But
What round was he drafted in?
the third.
Overshawn third.
Now think about this: the audacity of the Dallas Cowboys to think that you can draft a kid in the third round in his rookie season, he'll be a starting linebacker in the NFL, bro. That within itself is a pull, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you look at
Third
Maris
round
Lewis,
receivers aren't even starting in the NFL.
when you look at Louisville, I like what I see from him as far as potential, but he got stuff to work on. So I mean, it just
Yeah.
depends on what they trying to do with him. Like I wouldn't want to start him ASAP. Like I think he got a high ceiling, but I seen him struggle with some tackling. Like you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying, he was in position when he read it and react and then go just shoot like a rocket. He be on it, but then it's times where he reading the process and where he don't wrap up. So like
Yeah.
that's some stuff that he gonna have to you know,
Yeah. He
smooth
go
it
for the
out.
kill. He go for the
Yeah,
kill shot a
he's
lot.
a shoulder guy. Like he
Yeah.
wanna pow. He don't wrap
Yeah.
up though. A lot of the times he don't wrap up. So that's gonna be something that he gotta learn to get better at. You know what I'm saying? And I seen that far too many times on film. Now I ain't saying that he can't tackle at all, but I just seen it too many times to where I couldn't let it go. Like I couldn't just overlook it to the point where I had to state it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this: the problem with shoulder hitters in the NFL is they one or two things. They either miss a lot or they get hurt because you realize you're hitting a wall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Typically, players like that are playing at that level. You can play at that level in the college level. Why? Because you're typically an enforcer. You're a bigger guy in the NFL, right? I mean, the NFL, but at your level, college level. Just like Mozzie Smith. Mozzie Smith realized that being the strongest guy in college didn't really mean anything in the NFL. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Where guys aren't, you have guys who might not be as strong, but guess what? They're just flat out tacticians. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I think that's a great question what Craig asked, and I wouldn't mind putting that on the panel right
What's
there.
that?
He said, "Are you more concerned with the offense or the defense?" And it's unquestionably the defense for me
Yeah.
because the offense, this is the second year of the offense, and we seen what it did in the first year. So just imagine. I look at this like we was mad and upset about the Green Bay game, man, and all that stuff, of course. But at the same time, I'm looking at it like if I wanted to be optimistic, because I've been crying all year because I wanted a wide receiver. So don't get it twisted. But I'm saying if I wanted to look at this in an optimistic way, I have to be fair. Dak Prescott and his offense accomplished a lot of stuff, right? And the run game, I was never confident in the run game. If you able to give Dak Prescott a run game with the way he been performing in his second year, bro, this offense could be phenomenal. Now I'm gonna have to go do my research because I want to really bring a light on this. Dak Prescott was one of the best quarterbacks in third down percentage
Oh yeah.
last year. He was number one. So think about this. It's a few games to where we was able to manage our third down yardage to like 3 and 4 yards, and Dak Prescott was like undefeated. Like he was going, it was like ridiculous. Like he was literally unstoppable in those games. I know one for sure was against the Vikings one of them years, like either last year or year before last. It was one of those years where every third down we got was like within 5 yards, and we just ran up and down the field on them boys. Like it was ridiculous. So
Mhm.
if you give Dak Prescott a run game, sir, with the way he performed last year, and then you give him an extra year on top of that, this offense could be phenomenal. Even though I'm not that fond of some of the receivers we have, but I'm looking at it, you give Dak what he had last year, add a run game, and then you got a potential with John Stevens Jr., another tight end coming along. Hey, this offense could be phenomenal, like ASAP.
You know what? I always wondered what would an offense look like with Tony Romo in it and Ezekiel Elliott, right? Tony Romo, when Zeke got drafted, Tony Romo, if you look at his stats statistically, he was one of the better quarterbacks in football, right? You put him with this young electric running back. We never really got to see. I don't even think they got 2 downs together, right? You actually get to see that right now because Dak is actually playing at a level that Tony Romo's never played at. Tony Romo
he did 1 year, Wes.
Yeah, you won.
We got to see it with DeMarco Murray. He was all pro. He made all pro that year, if you remember.
You're right. 2014, Tony Romo he was second. I think he was a third or something. But yeah,
that was his best year.
That was his best year. He lost the MVP to Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly.
And Aaron Rodgers lost they didn't lose. They lost in the next week. You know what I'm saying? To Atlanta, who ended up getting their butt whipped. Long story short is this. I think you could see that this year because your quarterback is playing. You know what I'm saying? You might actually get to see that because Dak is playing at a level right now that we haven't seen a Cowboy quarterback play it. Now, whether you want to acknowledge that or not, he's playing at a level that you've never seen from a Dallas Cowboy quarterback.
Facts.
Now, if we can pair that with a run game, then you should see probably one of the better offenses you've ever seen in a star.
You pair that with a run game, what Dak did, sheesh. That's a big time upgrade.
To answer the question, whoever that was, and that was a great question. It's simple to me. Just do a side by side. Where are your question marks for both offense and defense? The questions out on the defensive side outweigh the offensive side. The quarterback to me is no question mark.
Too. He can cover up. Dak.
Come on now.
He does.
The only questions we really got is if you infuse Guyton and BB in there. I guess if you really want to throw in, some of y'all want to question Terrence Steele as well. So I give you that. That's 3. I'm not worried about anything else on the offense at all. I mean, where I throw in how much are we going to run the ball? That's more of a offensive play caller type thing. But when we go to defense, I got question marks like we still ain't done nothing for a defensive tackle. Not to me.
Pause right there. I want to hold your thought. I want to say this real quick, and it's gonna catapult you into something else. You want to know what's crazy? Coming into last year, it was the total opposite, bro.
Yeah.
We had questions about the offense, and the defense was the standstill. Like the defense was the solidified unit. Yep. Now it's completely opposite. You see what I'm saying? That's all I wanted to say. It's crazy when you think about that.
When you think about, we still, we got question marks about Mozzie. We got question marks about Osi. Like we know Osi is a playmaker, but can he handle the run? We know the answer to that because we've seen it. Osi gets kind of run over once they start slobber knocking him.
Light. He's a little too light.
He's light there. So we ain't solved that problem. Then Wes just brought up, and Landlord did so well. We just talked about the linebackers. I brought out the point in saying we got athleticism, but we also got youth. And offensive coordinators will take advantage of over-aggressiveness, which is what Overshown is all about. Damone Clark is kind of like that as well. The kid from Notre Dame is like that. Wes said something powerful earlier. Y'all missed it. But having Damon Wilson in this room, man, let me tell y'all something. That's called stability. When you talk about him and Eric Kendricks, that's guys who've been here before. And I know Wilson a little bit older, but the experience that he has is gonna be needed for real at some point during this season, for real, man. And it's good to have him in there. Go ahead, Wes.
Man, I'm gonna tell you when. I'm gonna tell you when too. I'm trying to get better. Hey, listen, if you want to get invited on people's show, you can't be interrupting them. You know what I'm saying? So listen to me. You know when you really gonna need it? You play high IQ quarterbacks. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Lamar Jackson
Yeah.
That's a Damon Williams. That's a Damon
Yes.
Williams game.
Need to be. Yeah.
He need to play that game because you're going to need you don't beat Lamar Jackson with athleticism. Why? Because everybody has fast linebackers. Like it's not that your linebackers aren't fast, it's that they're not fast and smart. You know what I'm
There you
saying? Now,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, 2 years ago when we played Lamar Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
we held him on the first drive,
Mm-hmm.
3rd and 3. Everybody in the goddamn stadium knew what these mother freakers were gonna do on that 3rd and 3, on the 4th down, the 4th and 3 play. Lamar Jackson's keeping the ball. You know the only person who didn't know? And salute to, he had a great career. No, I ain't gonna say great. Hey, salute to you, Wolf Hunter. The only person in the stadium that didn't know that Lamar Jackson was gonna keep the ball was the middle linebacker. The Red Sea parted, and your middle linebacker stepped to the left, and Lamar Jackson took straight off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that's not athleticism. That has
No,
nothing
that's
to
smart.
do with athleticism, bro.
That's
Nothing.
IQ.
That's
Yeah.
IQ.
Yeah.
And then you gotta put that on, like we said, the linebacking coaches have been
Yeah.
very lackluster for years, though. Because think about that.
Ever since Eberflus left to the Colts, because that's when it started. Because we think about this, the Cowboys used to always have a good middle linebacker. So that's when I was like, bro, we even had Rolando McClain.
And he went left them couple years. My Bama
Rolando
guy.
McClain would have probably been one of the greatest middle linebackers of all time.
He
had
went
just
left
stayed
for
with
that
the
little
Chiefs.
year, and we recycled him and his
Twice.
career. Yeah, and he was going left. But like you said, like the linebacking coaching, Scott
Dang.
McCurley, like I've been calling his name. People don't even know who he is.
There you
Like,
go.
I've been saying, hey man, you know this dude, we done had bad linebacker play for years. And
Yeah.
this guy only had one interview when he first came last year. Like at the beginning of the year, he have an interview. And then at the end of the year, he just had one. Like,
Yeah.
he ain't said nothing throughout all these games of bad linebacker play. Like, hey, somebody got to put a spotlight on this dude. Like, I don't know how he's still just being able to sleep at night. He has no problem. Like, he just good. Like, man,
Now-
listen,
Hey,
Scott McCurley, like in that situation, no lie, he's supposed to be coached up with. Now, either film supposed to gave him that answer, or either his coach should have gave him the answer on the sideline, trying to make sure he was aware of the situation. That was situational.
Okay, now can I say something? I want to defend my client real quick. You know what I'm saying? I represent Mr. McCurley. He's not here today, but I am
He's
standing
never
in.
here.
Listen. I'm standing in. I am standing in his stead. Standing in his stead. You know, all I'm gonna say is Marquise Bell.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, but what about all the rest of the 8?
What I'm saying is
linebackers?
this. What I'm saying is this. Give me a linebacker, dog. You want to listen to me? You're blaming me for how good I'm coaching up safeties to play linebacker. Judge me at least on how good a linebacker plays linebacker. Micah Parsons is not even a real linebacker, but you got me coaching him up to be a linebacker. My best linebacker was a safety. And I'm gonna say this before I let you go. Dan Quinn proved to us that West Coast was wrong. And I got to apologize to Dan Quinn. And I have already. I'm just saying this to make a point right now. I already apologized to him. Because guess what? The first thing Dan Quinn got when he went to Washington,
You got some linebackers.
he got a freaking linebacker, bruh. And guess what he got? The very linebacker we've been asking him to get here for the last 3 years. Is that a coincidence?
He said Bobby Wagner and Dan Quinn said that they both wanted to come to Dallas and it just didn't work out because of, who Dollar Bill Jones.
Yeah.
I wish I would have known that 2 years ago.
Yeah. Let me throw this in, and I don't want everybody in the chat to think that we just pointing out some things that what's going to happen when you start talking about offensive coordinators, the real good ones. They're going to take advantage of young IQ linebackers. Not saying they dumb. It's just that you're going to try to find their weakness. These guys watch film 24 hours a day looking at guys like this. So this is why I'm saying you better have some guys in there with IQ. Look at the schedule again. Cleveland. That's Deshaun Watson. He running the ball.
Yeah.
The Saints, that's David Carr, but Tyson Hill lines up at quarterback too for the Saints. Don't forget about that.
Derek Carr beat us the last time he played us.
Exactly. Lamar Jackson the next week, that's the Ravens. You know what they're gonna do. And let me throw this one in. Daniel Jones with the Giants run the ball as well. Then right after that, exactly. Then right after that, you got the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's Russell Wilson and maybe even Justin Fields.
True.
So I'm saying the linebacker that look, McClure got to be on his A game right from the beginning, because if not, they're gonna take advantage of those guys. That's all I'm saying.
And on top of that, we don't play that well anyway. Like Michael wasn't playing that well against Hurts or nobody. Like we don't play that well.
Yeah.
But this is a new defense though. That's the only hope. We
and
don't
lastly,
know.
when we go to the secondary, as far as the question marks, okay, how healthy is Trayvon Diggs? Okay, that's
nobody
one.
knows.
Nobody, we ain't gonna know until week 1, because he ain't gonna play no preseason ball at all.
Heck no.
So we ain't gonna know in the week 1. Then Jordan Lewis, who always, we can't bank on him for 17 games. So then here come the kid we just drafted, who probably or where's Wanye Thomas gonna get in this thing? See what I'm saying?
I was really
he in a back. That's my dog.
Yeah,
this Marquise Bell is going back to safety. So now you're gonna probably have to make a decision between one of those two.
Marquise Bell don't even got a spot on his team no more.
Marquise Bell right now don't have a spot because you got your linebacker.
He don't even have a spot.
But because of what he did for you last year, you have to give him a chance at safety. You have to. I mean, you don't have to do anything. You could do whatever the hell you want to do.
But over who? But over who, Wes? But over who, Wes? You gonna sit down Donovan Wilson? You gonna sit him down? I mean, where you gonna play?
You ain't gonna play over. You got Malik Hooker
and you just pay both them dudes.
Yeah, I mean, so where you gonna play?
He do not have a sponsor. He do not have a spot on the team, and it's sad because he just sacrificed the whole season playing linebacker.
Had a good year.
Then on top of that, now we got a great potential. Now Mike McCarthy was just speaking super glowingly about Ranye though, so I don't know. And then now I'm asking myself, the whole interview, I just seen him on the interview. The whole time I'm thinking to myself, can this dude play corner? Because I think he might have to play corner too. He might have to be one of them guys that just fill in the blank. Yeah, he might have to fill in the blank because he's not gonna have no reps, not many reps, maybe rotational reps at safety. Then it's a deep cornerback room too. So where will Ranye even fit? You know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, and Bell. I'm saying where?
We no longer this was one thing I want to say, and I know I'm gonna have to wrap it up in a minute. I gotta go to work. But at the same time, I gotta ask this question. We got to remember, there is no longer a big nickel role no more, y'all. So we got to get that Dan Quinn thought out of here. That's gone. J-Ron Curse won't be here. He's gone. That was his whole role. So now it would have been great to have Ranye in that role, but that role might not be there no more. You see what I'm saying? Now we doing a whole different style of defense. So where are those
safeties too? Go look at what he did in Minnesota. He likes traditional safeties.
Now think about this too. They did hint at a potential deal or trade that they could do with Washington. Go back and watch that interview with Steven and Jerry. They actually said something about that because we got a lot of layover type players that Dan Quinn like. You see what I'm saying? We don't have nothing to do with them. They just on our team now. You know what I'm saying? They just taking up space. Marquise Bell and people like Ranye and Izzy, they really don't have a role no more. So it's where are we going?
You don't want to just cut them because they are good players. You want to get
good players.
You want to get something for them. You want to get something for them.
Yeah. So we just got to figure out what we're gonna do with these layover Dan Quinn players.
And this is I'm gonna say this before I get up out of here. We got 250 people on here, but I'm gonna say this too. This is what I was screaming about Marquise Bell last year, and when I was saying the Cowboys will literally, they will sacrifice a year of your career, put you in a precarious situation, and then guess what? Now you have no film on the position that you're going into, and the film that you have from last year's position is useless. Why? Because nobody's gonna have a 220-pound linebacker, bro. What are you talking about? No team is gonna do that. The only team that's gonna do that is your team. So it's versatility and being a James Bond of jack of all trades is cool when you're trying to get on a team, but then it almost works against you because once that guy leave, you're basically leaving out the door with him. You know what I'm saying? And that's
True.
why I say like, and it's and the thing that sucks is like you were saying, landlord you burn a whole year and then you don't get the only credit you get for last year is just an opportunity to be on the team. But yeah, guys like Donovan Wilson who are in the middle of his contract about to start, Cowboys aren't about to bench Donovan Wilson.
No.
No way.
And he's a good player too.
Yeah, and I love Dono, but nobody's trading for a $9 million safety. They're not doing that in the NFL. Safeties don't get traded. You just go get one. You know what I'm saying? Malik Hooker, he was already a resurgence guy already. Malik Hooker will actually retire in the Dallas Cowboys. His story's too good. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys have a major upside. What else do you see? I don't see anything else.
I tell you what I do see. Just off the names that we know probably gonna struggle getting on the field, and you even throw in some of the other positions as well. We gonna have one of the greatest special team units of all time.
Now that's what they make they hate big
That's
time.
what they gonna play.
That's what they gonna make they
That's what they
hate.
gonna play.
Is it and
Oh
Ryan
my
Ye?
God. Ryan Ye.
Them your two gunners right there.
Oh my God.
They gonna go crazy. Take Sam Williams off of Gunner too, man. Quit playing, Bones. Get out of here with that.
You know,
Bell
Bell might be even out there on special teams. It's gonna be crazy.
Right, they blocked the field goal or plant last year. He blocked the field goal last year.
First touchdown of the season.
Yeah. Right, they blocked the field goal last year.
That's where you're gonna see him. Nahshon Wright.
Nahshon Wright is I don't even know how he gonna be on this team, bro.
He may not make it, Doc.
I don't see him being on this team, bro.
Yeah,
he got the prototypical build. He actually got good footwork and everything, but he just can't find his way on the field. And it's so crazy. He be doing good in camp, but then he get the preseason and get lit up. And he did that like 2 years in a row. Yep. We be like, Nation, like, what are you doing?
And then the opposite of that is Izzy, who does well
in
but
the
can't
game,
find his way on the field.
Yeah. It's crazy. And now they drafted a shiny new toy, so you know they're gonna give him priority too.
He going to special teams 2-star.
Did you see that reaction? I don't know if it was just because the camera was on, but it felt like they was like really happy that they drafted that kid. When they drafted Kalen Carson, they like, and then that wasn't even a position of need. They looked at it like, hey, we got to just get this kid because he that good. And they start rooting and stuff like, I don't know, bro. Like that dude, they like him a lot. I think they like him a whole lot.
But my question is how if you listen at him, and I know we got to go, but how in the world does it sound like he just done skipped the line over a guy like Eric Scott?
Exactly.
Who they loved. They had the same type of vibe with Eric Scott last year, remember?
Yeah.
You know what this means? Stephon Gilmore ain't coming back.
He ain't.
No.
I told listen, when we signed Jordan Lewis, when we signed Jordan Lewis, Stephon Gilmore was out of the question. The only reason it's not smart. I don't agree with it at all. I really wish we signed Gilly back, but I'm gonna tell you, I just figure out the way the Cowboys thinking. This is what they saying. This is how they thinking now, and it's wrong. It's stupid. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't agree with it. They thinking like, I got 2 all-pro corners.
Yep.
Why would I sign Gilmore?
Yep.
This is how they thinking.
Yep.
Even though Trey is coming off a major injury, you should have some security, some insurance. That's what you should have. But the way we want to think with Mr. Dollar Bill Jones, y'all know him, he thinking, I got 2 all-pro corners, sir. So I'm not signing Gilmore back.
And think about this, too. All those things that you just said, we got this guy that needs to do. You know what they're going to say? Well, if Diggs can't really play, then that just means we'll get an opportunity for a guy like Izzy to play. And I'm like, that is cool, but this isn't the season. You look at our schedule. We don't need to be trying to figure it out during the season, bruh. Like
no experiment.
This is the type of schedule where you're either going to be in it or out of it fast, bruh.
Quick.
This is the type of schedule where if for real, if you go look at our schedule, you're going to be in it or out of it fast.
Quick.
Because you're either going to be a really good team because you're going to have to be a good team to get through it. And if you're not a good team, you're going to be out of it quick because you play a bunch of good teams early.
Off the top. Them first 8 weeks gonna tell
So
the
it's
whole
like my
story.
thing is this: why not? Why would you want to? If there's any doubt that Diggs can't be ready, why wouldn't I want Gilmore to do the same thing you did last year? Worst case scenario, let's not be worse than what we were last year.
We never got to see the defense we was promised from last year.
Never.
We seen it for 2 games and it was phenomenal. Trayvon had an interception. He had a touchdown. Like Trey was Bland caught the touchdown, but Trey had the
Locking the
forced
whole
fumble.
side down.
Like, man, that was finna be ridiculous. But we never got to really see it more than like 1 or 2 games. Then Trey got hurt. Sucks.
Yep.
Yeah, Gilmore
But
was
man,
a Monday.
yeah, man. But I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna have to go ahead.
We got 283 people as we get up out of here, man. This is
man, salute,
phenomenal,
man.
bro.
This was a great show. It was great doing work with you, West Coast and Big Time. But hey, I go by Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media, man. Tap in with your boy. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere. Holla at your boy Landlord from Alabama. I usually go live every day around 5:30 sometimes and 6. Just make sure you subscribe, hit your notification bell, and make sure you continue to support the independent content creators. We appreciate y'all for tapping in for the win. Let's go.
Say something nice about your quarterback before you get on. Say something nice.
Hey, that dude, Dak Him Jones. All right,
there we go.
Dak
hey,
him.
Man, listen. Hey, go ahead, Bishop. I'll let you get it.
Mine's simple, man. Listen, just go to the Big Time Show on Facebook or YouTube. Once you get there, like or subscribe. Turn on the live notifications.
Don't forget Twitter. You got 12 people watching on Twitter right now.
I got 12 people on Twitter. Well, if you like Twitter, it's at Big Time Lou. And that's LOU. At Big Time Lou. At Big Time Lou. That's me on Twitter. Once you come and watch the show, I'll tell you everywhere else where I am. But if you want to catch me for real, Facebook, YouTube is simple. The Big Time Show.
You got one person on Big Time 73 Twitch. Oh my God. Send him some.
Hey, Twitch. What's up? What's up, Twitch? My twitchy person. What's going on?
I got one person on Twitch too. Hey, salute to Landlord. 150 people on his YouTube watching, man. Oh, appreciate you, Trap. But hey, man, it is your boy West Coast Cowboy, man. You already know what it is, man. Anywhere on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, just type in West Coast Cowboy, and I will pop up like this. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, you guys already know it's Mr. Running Damn Ball, man. We had a great show. We go live. I go live every day. I mean, I'll be going live every day around this time, except for Saturday. I don't know if we'll go live. Well, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But Monday through Friday, we for sure gonna be here every day between 10:30 and 10:30 in this time. So make sure you tune in. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all, this off season is this is the good part. You know what I'm saying? We're about to come upon this time called the black when it's gonna be nothing. It's not gonna be nothing. No NBA, no basketball, no nothing. Tell y'all this right now. During those times, you're gonna really need your content creators. So make sure y'all hit those subscribe buttons then, because from June like 15th to like July 15th that month, dry, bruh. It's dry. They ain't even in the country. They're gonna be like, how is there a rumor and they ain't even in the country? I just saw a picture of Dak and Brills. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even in. Yeah, they gonna be on vacation for about 6 weeks. So it's gonna get lonely in these streets, and we gonna really need each other. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you can stay tapped in. Hit that follow button, and you guys already know what it is, man.